Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacy. I am the dyer behind Stress Knits Yarn, and this is my YouTube channel where I talk about knitting, making, sometimes crochet, sometimes some gardening, plants, anything I'm really into. So I really appreciate you being here. And I'm coming to you from Detroit, Michigan, where I live with my husband Doug, our daughter Eliza, and our pug Esther, who are playing downstairs while I watch the Michigan-Ohio State game. It is halftime, so I thought I would record a little video. I did just get back from my climbing gym because I've started rock climbing, both Doug and I have, and it's been so fun. And my hands are very raw and sore, but it's so much fun. Like we're getting a membership and we're just really enjoying it. So yeah, so I'm a little disheveled, a little sweaty. That's what it is. So I feel like I just recorded this because I recorded my October makes November plans so late, but I'm on track this time. So we're going to chat about what I've made in November, which isn't a whole lot, and my plans for December and the end of the year. We're going to talk about Stress Knits, my yarn company, and just how everything is going to go forward. So no finished objects because no. I don't know. I have not been super motivated to finish anything that's close to being finished. I have my Illuminate sweater, which I've showed on a few previous episodes or videos. And I have a sleeve left. I've knit the full body, one full sleeve. I have one sleeve left, and I am just falling out of love with it. I'm gonna finish it. It's one sleeve, but I am hating carrying the yarn for the stripes on a small circumference. It's kind of a pain in the butt, and I just don't want to work on it. It's not enjoyable. I think once I'm on Christmas vacation in 2 weeks, I think 2 weeks, I think I'll sit down and finish it, but just right now I have no desire. I just want to cast on other things, and I'm just kind of, I like to clean off my needles at the end of the year, but this year it's not going to happen, and I think that that's okay. Also, if I sound stuffy, I'm getting over a cold. I had a cold this past week, and I was off all week for Thanksgiving. We don't work the week of Thanksgiving, which is really great, but I didn't go to my family's for Thanksgiving. I have a cold. It's not COVID, which is really good. But yeah, Eliza and I got it. Doug's immune system is great. So he's good. And yeah, so I've just been kind of down past week, and I feel really good. I feel like myself today. So I don't know, maybe my knitting will kind of be back because I really haven't knit this entire week that I've been off. So not a lot of progress to really show you. I only have one thing on my needles that I've really been working on that I can show you, because the other is a test knit, which I'm not going to finish. There's like a whole debacle with it. So the test knit, it's coming out in December. It's for Andrea Mowry, and it's a beautiful everyday kind of sweater with a texture. And the texture is a pain in the butt to knit because every other row is purl. And it's going so slowly. And so I originally split for the sleeves, and then Eliza kind of tore some of it out. And it's also a pattern that's hard to drop down and fix. So I just ripped a bunch of it out, and I just separated for the sleeves again. I got them all the information they needed for the test knit, which I think is the important part, but this thing is going to be on my needles for a while. If I can get it done by my birthday, which is in February, I'll be very happy. So I have that, which I can show you next time. And then I am knitting something else that was also a test knit that I didn't finish because I decided to join 2 test knits in the middle of Advent season, which was really dumb. So, but this is the Anson cardigan by Fine Fiber Co. I think this is Rachel, because I'm pretty sure they're a team. Correct me if I'm wrong. Not sure. In the middle of a row, of course. And it's a cardigan, and it's mohair held with fingering weight. And then it has little ties at the bottom, which is, I'm so excited. I'm going to wear this all the time. It feels really good. The mohair isn't bothering me. I swatched with Surrey, and it just didn't have the same drape. And then my gauge was too big. And I'm going to be honest. So this is not a size inclusive pattern, which sucks because it's super cute. And I'm knitting the size, I'm knitting like an in-between size because I was supposed to go like another 10 rows before the sleeve split, and I was like, no, it's gonna be huge. So I don't know, but also my body's changing, and like I don't know. So I'm just kind of going with it, and we're gonna see what happens. I want it to be a little oversized so that when I tie it, it's kind of like balloony and cute, like a dress or high-waisted jeans. So we'll see where this goes. I am using Stress Knits yarn, and it's a color that I don't have. So I was originally dyeing Copper Boom for this, which I don't have any of. It was a color that I dyed for my cut flower collection, which I released this spring or summer. It was somewhere in there when we were moving, and I forgot how to dye it and thought I knew what I was doing. I know what I'm doing now, but this is how it came out, and I really love it. And this might be a regular. So it's the same color on my mohair, which I call Halo, because it has this beautiful halo, and then my favorite base, which is an 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. I'm holding it together. It's getting this really beautiful drapey fabric. I'm using a US 7, and I got gauge on a 7, so that's what I'm using. And it's just a simple cardigan that I'm going to wear all the time. So I'm very excited about it. Wish it was size inclusive, but I didn't read the sizing before I joined the test knit, and you know, it happens. So yeah. So I'm really hoping for an oversized everyday kind of cardigan. Yeah, but this color falls between, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell the difference. So this is my glow color, and then Copper Boom is a little more, I don't know how to explain it. It's more of a pinky copper instead of like an orange copper. So it like this falls like right in between it. And so this color over dyed with another color is what makes Copper Boom. So that's fun. And that's literally all I've been working on. I love this sweater. It feels really good in my hands. I have a half and half on the needles, but I haven't touched it. It's there for me when I'm ready for it. It's cast on. I'll show it to you. It is the Half and Half Triangles wrap by Purl Soho. And this is my third for myself. But yeah, I am using Honey Pink, and then the second color is Rosewood Pink, which is just this beautiful pink color. And yeah, I'm really excited about it, but it's cast on, it's ready for when I want to just sit in front of the TV and binge watch horrible Netflix and Hallmark movies during December. So very excited to have this ready to go when I'm ready to work on it. And that's literally all I've been doing. I have been getting, I can show you this. I've been getting the itch to knit socks, and I think I'm going to take this pair with me to work. Maybe keep it, I don't know if I want to keep it in my desk, but all right, so this is all about styling my knits, right? So I love hand knit socks. I lost a lot of them in the flood, and just is what it is. Oh, this is an iced lavender oat milk latte from Great Lakes Coffee Roasting Company. It's so good. But I got a pair of boots that they're ankle boots, and I want to start knitting shorter socks just so like just a little bit of this would peek out. And so this is a shorter sock, so I think this is going to do exactly what I want it to. And this is my Plant Parent colorway, which I'll be bringing back, and I'll talk about that in a second. But I don't know. I think I have some like chalk from the gym on my camera, so if it looks a little weird. Yeah, so I think I might pick these up, and I've also been wanting to knit the DRK Everyday Socks. It's like a 2x2 ribbed sock from Mowry, and I think I would like it a lot, so I think I might cast on a pair of those, maybe with my new Christmas colorway, which you'll see at the end of December, because it's day 25 of my advent calendar. So maybe some more sock content. I'm not totally sure. And then I also swatched for the Stria, excuse me, cardigan by Mowry. And here it is. So I am using Durarum Naturum Ulysses. So it's the sport weight. And I haven't like measured my gauge or anything, but I really like the fabric. I used a US 4. And I don't know, I really like the fabric, so I'm going to do math if my gauge is off to pick a size that I will fit in. So I originally did the stripes wrong, and then I tried to correct it on the pink, but then that was too light to really see it, so then I did it wrong again on the light to see what that looked like, and then I did it the way I did it with the pink here. So that's how I would do the stripe. And then I also decided that I'm not going to use all of the striped colors. I'm just going to stripe the caramel and this oatmeal color. So this will be my cardigan. So this is called caramel, and this is called like gosh, I haven't taken French. I took so many years of French and I still can't. Language is hard. It's like, no, I'm not even gonna try. But yeah, so this will be the main color. I have 8 balls of this, and then I have a ball of this, and I'll order more when I need it. I'm not super worried about it. I don't know if I'm gonna cast this on anytime soon, but it's gonna happen at some point. And that's literally all I've been working on. I'm going to be pulling out my granny stripe blankets in December. I'm also going to be casting on the pressed flower shawl by Christoffers and the Into the Woods sweater by Melody Hoffman in December. I just need to dye the yarn. The yarn was delivered yesterday. So I'm going to dye that and cast those 2 things on. So more cast-ons, maybe a finished sweater next time. But I do want to talk about stress knits. So I've been getting a lot of emails. One, thank you to everybody who's had to deal with the Advent debacle. I'm still working with, I think there's 3 now that are just MIA. And there's no tracking information. They have a, like, I bought this, here is your order confirmation. I have no, like, record of it. So getting people refunds, like, I'm still working on that. And if you haven't had an email back from me, it's coming Monday. I'm really just trying to not work when I'm not working. So that's coming Monday. If you haven't heard from me. If you don't hear from me Monday, please email me again. But it's just been like a whole thing, and I couldn't ship to Australia, and everyone was super nice about it. It's just been a whole thing. And then my website didn't send out tracking notifications to anybody because I had to reset my website on ShipStation. And when I did that, there was like this weird disruption. So there are also orders who don't show up on my ShipStation, but show up on my website. But I have no way of knowing if I shipped them or not, because when that glitch happened, it like got rid of them. But I know people whose order number didn't show up on ShipStation who got their order. So it's like this whole mess. And I am tired. Like, it's been like a whole thing. So I'm sorry if you've been affected by that. I'm doing what I can. And if it never shows up, you get your money back. And it's just out of my hands. But out of the 200 that I dyed, the fact that there are 3 that are in this weird limbo situation, I'm okay with it. So now that Advent season is over and we're coming into December, I'm going to start dyeing yarn again. All of this yarn, these 3 cubbies are linen quill. I have some mini skein sets to put together. These are my Merry and Bright mini skein sets from last year. I'm also going to dye some more because they're really popular last year, and I think it's a really good color palette. And I'll be posting about all of this on Instagram when the shop update goes live. I'm assuming the second week of December is when I'm going to be able to do it. We'll see. And then, so I'll have the one update in December, which will either be the second or the third week. And then January, after our anniversary. So our 5-year wedding anniversary is January 7th. And we're having our first night away from Eliza, which we're very excited about. We're just gonna stay at a hotel downtown, and my parents are gonna watch Eliza overnight. And we're very excited about it. And it's just gonna be really nice. Because 5 years is a big deal. So after our wedding anniversary, because that's the first weekend, I think, in January this year, I'm going to be trying to pump out regular updates. I'm hoping for at least once a month. And I know it's not ideal, but keep in mind that I have a full-time job. I'm a mom to a toddler, and I can only dye yarn at night when she goes to bed, which is usually between, it depends on the day, it could be 7:30, it could be 10 o'clock. And then I go downstairs and I dye yarn. And then also on the weekends when both Doug and I are home, and then sometimes my mom will come watch her, so both Doug and I can get some work done on the weekend. So like it's a whole juggling of schedules. But I also want to prioritize family time and time for myself in this upcoming year. So if it's only once a month, that's what it's gonna have to be. And I hope that doesn't disappoint anybody, and I hope that you understand. It's been a lot, and I'm trying to take care of myself, take care of my family, spend time with my family, and also just let myself rest a little bit, because this past year there has been very little resting, and it has really been detrimental to my health and my mental health. So I think taking a step back, I mean, I took a step back this past year too, but it was just, there were times where I was going nonstop, and then there was times where I wasn't doing anything with stress knits. And so I just want to really focus on finding a balance this year, because I love my day job. Like, I'm not giving that up. And but I also love stress knits and this company and community that we have around it. So I'll probably stick with the monthly videos, vlogs on my Patreon, posts on my Patreon, like kind of like a blog kind of thing like I've been doing, but hopefully more consistent. I feel like every year I get more consistent. So we'll see. I think that's everything. I really appreciate you for being here. I know this is pretty boring, but no, I also, this year my goal was to really slow down and make things that make me happy, and not focus on churning stuff out for content. So I think I'm doing that. I'm letting myself kind of rest, because December tends to be a really creative time for me. Everything kind of gets flowing, and like, I'm already starting Advent for next year, which is so exciting. It's I'll say it now. It is a plant, flower, botanical collection, and it's going to be a lot of pinks, it's going to be a lot of greens, and warm boho-y kind of colors. And I already have 2 of my friends designing for it, and I'm working with getting with other makers to make 1 or 2 more things. And then Doug already designed this amazing tote bag that we were planning to use this year, but with all the supply interruption things, they couldn't get these bags to me until February. So I don't know, I'm very excited that we're not moving this year. It's just going to be it's going to be a year to really settle into our house and settle into our schedule, because Doug and I kind of have more of a normal schedule this year, or at least now, and really finding that time to be together as a family, but also Doug and I taking time for ourselves, because I think that's really important for both of us. And with rock climbing, it's so great because I can send him to go climb like he did yesterday. I went this morning, and then we can go together sometimes. So I think that's going to be really good for us. And yeah, just really focusing on being together. I think that's going to be the big thing, and just making this house a home, and, you know, painting and hanging up pictures, and it's going to be a really good time. So I will see you December 1st for Vlogmas. I really appreciate you being here, and I will see you next time. Bye.